Hello and Mingalaba, welcome to Myanmar Today. I am Henry Zin with the latest news and reports from around Myanmar. David Tanner brings us a first report on illuminating candles of Shwedagon Pagoda. Mintun and Piethane's report on the most wonderful Thadinjut. Akajo's coverage on experts' views on mining and industry sectors. Willison got the story on Yejo's Thadinjut Festival. Now before we get to the reports, let's check on some local news. The Myanmar Nephrology Society held its fourth conference in Yangon during the weekends. Union Minister for Health and Sports Dr. Myen Tue said the conference was intended to share knowledge on developing technologies in nephrology and urology operation techniques, modern medical equipment, new methods and experiences of international experts to the new generation in medical professions. The Union Minister also urged all medical professionals to put emphasis on the prevention of urinary and renal diseases, as well as public health, while also pledging to provide supports for promotion of all medical sciences and also called for the participation of all stakeholders. Surrounded by bluish mountains and greenish carpets of vegetation, Sadone Falls streams down a deep slope formed with different tiers of rock formations. Water tumbling down the steep incline has produced a melody-like sound for visitors. Another name for Sadone Falls, located near Sadone Town in Waimor Township of Kachin State, is Lanakat Falls. The splendid cascade is crowded with a large number of vacationers from various parts of the country during the Thadinjut holidays. A holidaymaker said he wishes the government do more for the tourist industry of Kachin State and help in environmental protection and conservation in case the number of visitors sharply rises. He urged other visitors to visit the Sadone Falls and admire its natural beauty. Tamanthi Wildlife Sanctuary was declared an ASEAN Heritage Park at the 15th ASEAN Ministerial Meeting on Environment held last week in Siem Reap, Cambodia, according to the ASEAN Center for Biodiversity. Covering an area of 2,151 square kilometers, the Tamanthi Wildlife Sanctuary is rich in biodiversity and it is a protected area for wildlife animals. Myanmar now has 8 parks recognized as ASEAN Heritage Park, and they are Indoji Wildlife Sanctuary, Kagabarazi National Park, Inle Lake, Alangdo Katapa National Park, Maimalat Jun Wildlife Sanctuary, Namat Down National Park, Lampi Island Marine National Park, and Tamanthi Wildlife Sanctuary. And that's all with the local news, and we're moving on to our first report. The Thadinjut Festival is the lighting festival of Myanmar. It has a religious background and symbolizes the end of the Buddhist Lent. The festival is a celebration to welcome the Buddha's return. Every region across the country offers lights to the Lord Buddha. Our reporter David Tanner has more details on the meaning of the festival and its traditions.
Myanmar is rich in culture and has developed its own distinctive culture. Buddhism has great influence on the daily lives of Myanmar people. The full moon day of Thadinjut is the lighting festival of Myanmar. The festival is held at the end of the Lent. With that being said, I have interviewed Uto Angwe for the detail for what Thadinjut is.
The Thadinjut Festival, also known as the Lighting Festival of Myanmar, is held on the full moon day of the Myanmar lunar month of Thadinjut. As a custom, it is held at the end of Buddhist Lent and is the second most popular festival in Myanmar after Thadinjut Festival, which is the New Year Water Festival. The Thadinjut Festival is a celebration to welcome the Buddha's descent from the heaven after he preached the Buddhist teachings to his mother who was reborn in the heaven.
What are the special highlights during the month of Thadinjut? Let's dig in deep for the sake of knowledge.
The Thadinjut is the 7th month of the Myanmar calendar and it is end of the Buddhist Lent. The Thadinjut festival lasts for 3 days, which are the day before the full moon day itself, when Buddha descends from heaven, and the day after. So in order to show the gratitude for motherhood, Buddha preached his teachings to the then celestial mother during 3 Lenten months. So when he was descending back to the human abode, the king of Devas, celestials, the ruler of the heaven, ordered all Devas to create 3 precious stairways. Those stairways were made of gold, silver, and ruby. The Buddha took the middle one with the ruby. The next Devas came along by the right golden stairways and the Brahmas from the left silver stairways.
အမေကိုတရားဟောပြီးတော့ကျေးဇူးဆက်တယ်အဲကျွန်တော်တို့လည်းဒီမှာကိုယ့်ရဲ့လူကြီးမိဘတွေကိုကျေးဇူးဆက်တဲ့အနေနဲ့တရင်ကျွတ်မှာဒါကြောကြတယ်အစဉ်လာလုပ်ပါတယ်ဟုတ်
What kind of traditions and customs has been done on the pagoda as the full moon day of the Danger has been celebrated every year? Let's find out the detail about it as well.
ကျွန်တော်တို့ဒီလပြည့်နေ့မှာလပြည့်နေ့ကတော့ထုံးစံတိုင်းမနေ့ကိုအာယုံဆုံး
As usual, we offer the early morning meal, such as fruits, to Buddha. Starting in the early morning hours of the full moon day, religious teams will sell alms food to pilgrims, which they can in turn offer to the pagoda. So there will also be Oara Sriya Sayado to give sermons about the danger and its purpose to all people who attend. So there are also candles illuminating near the victory land of the pagoda on full moon day of the Rinjut evening.
ဒီရက်မှာကျွန်တော်လုပ်ပါလပြည့်နေ့တော့မလုပ်လပြည့်နေ့ကလူလည်းများတယ်ကျွန်တော်မလုပ်အဖိတ်နေ့မှာကျွန်တော်မီထုံးပွဲအောင်မြင်မှာမီထုံးပွဲလုပ်ပါ
Religious festival which fall during almost every month of the Myanmar lunar calendar draw people to pagodas. On the days of festival, the stairways and platform of Shutagon are crowded with endless streams of devotees from dawn till midnight. For those circumstances, what kind of preparations has been made for the Board of Trustee office will also be discussed.
တရင်ကျွတ်ဒီခုနပြောလိုပဲဒီလပြည့်နေ့အချိန်ရနေ့တစ်ခုဖြစ်တဲ့အတွက်လူ
As full moon day of the Rinjut has always been very packed with lots of people in pagoda, we have prepared some services to prevent unnecessary complications and inconvenience of the visitors. So for instance, there will be motor vehicle police in each entrance, helping the vehicles in each area to provide the respective vehicles' entrances route to be smooth and to prevent traffic jam. So we will not give permission for vendors to sell near the pagoda area. And there will also be some management from YCDC for all those necessities in that sector. Moreover, to provide the best services for the lift, companies of each sponsored lifts will come on the day to help with it.
အဲ့ဒီကကုမ္ပဏီကဝန်ထမ်းတွေကိုကျွန်တော်တို့ဒါဖိတ်ကြားပြီးလပြည့်နေ့မှာဒါဂျူတီချထားပါတယ်ဟုတ်
Reporter David Tanner reporting from Myanmar International Radio.
That's a report on illuminating candles of Shutagon Pagoda. All right, we'll move on to weather forecast now. In Yangon, it will be partly sunny in the day and it will be clear to partly cloudy with a thunderstorm in 1 or 2 spots late at night. The temperature throughout the day will be in the mid-30s and there's about a 25% chance of rain for the day. Expect wind gusts at 15 kilometers per hour. In Naypyidaw, it's going to be partly sunny in the day and there'll be increasing clouds at night. The temperature throughout the day will be in the mid-30s as well, and there's a very low chance of rain for the day. Expect wind gusts at 9 kilometers per hour. In Mandalay, there's going to be considerable cloudiness with a thunderstorm in spots in the afternoon, and there'll be patchy clouds at night. The temperature throughout the day will be in the mid-30s as well, and there's about a 40% chance of rain for the day. Expect wind gusts at 13 kilometers per hour. Stay with us, we have another report coming up, and then we'll check on the stocks and currency exchange rates. Everyone in Myanmar is already enjoying the Danger holidays with their loved ones, and this is a special occasion not only for us but also for the businesses, with competitive promotion plans. Shall we find out more with our reporters about the special promotions and special events happening across the country? We will begin with Yangon.
With the nationwide celebration of the Danger Lighting Festival, most of the business companies have been engaged with special promotions for their products or services. After business slowed down during monsoon season, they become actively involved in activities to boost their sales. As we are going to have 5 holidays for this year, it is a big news for the holiday makers as well as for the tourism industry. Hotels are attracting more visitors with special competitive promotions to increase market share. Speaking of hotel reservations in Bagan, Heritage Bergen Hotel said,
Almost all the hotels in Bagan are fully booked for the coming holidays. As usual, the Rinjot is a high season with huge influx of guests coming in. As you know, Bagan is a very popular destination. Almost all the hotels are fully booked.
Myanmar has many wonderful tourist destinations attracting both local and foreign visitors. The Ringer's special promotions are also good temptation for the travel enthusiasts. The ancient capital of Bagan become more inviting to the travelers after it's been named as UNESCO World Heritage Site. So it is no wonder you can hardly find available rooms in Bagan now. Now there are more local visitors than ever. U992 Market Director for Heritage Bagan Hotel said.
Our hotel was officially opened in October in 2017. For us, we consider service is a key to gain the market share. Myanmar Tourism Marketing is also working very hard in collaboration with the government. And now we see a lot of progress too. What I want to suggest is that it would be better if we could explain it is not true when there is any news with pessimistic view for the country.
As there would be a lot more festival goers out on the streets in days ahead, the government has already well planned the public areas for people's convenience. In Yangon, there is also a very spectacular program during 3 days of festival. There will be open-top tour bus to get a breathtaking tour of city's lights on the upper deck. The service is run by Mingala Bus, which is the first open-top sightseeing bus service in Myanmar. Commuter 9 Communications Manager from Mingala Bus Service said.
We will launch Hop on Hop off program during the festival. The passengers will get a chance to see the city's lights and also Yejo Night Market. This year, we want to promote Yejo Drinjo Festival Market together with our bus service. And our tour buses are also decorated with colorful lights. So we have a tour plan in which you will get a special privilege to get the festival nightlife of downtown Yangon. For example, you will witness the beauty of the festival, get selfie along lanterns decorated Bojo Onsen Road, and then wrapping up the tour in Yejo Market. So in 2018, we organized just a normal city tour. But 2019 becomes a bit of different. So we initiated the festival promotion tours. For upcoming tour, the destination will be around the Secretariat building because it is not okay to park near Yejo Market. But our team will fetch the passengers to the market. So it'll be a perfect city tour, and we will get a chance of spectacular city's lights and get a tour to the famous night market. And what is more, you can take pictures to your Hertz content. And I would say the youths are our target customers.
This year festival will be more exciting with a lot more special programs. It will definitely attract many more festival goers on the city street. Now preparations are going on. With a lot of travel destinations, the Rinjo also becomes a welcoming holidays for travel enthusiasts, both local and international. There are more and more foreign visitors coming to Myanmar now. According to Myanmar Tourism Master Plan, it has set a target of around 7 million foreign visitors in 2020. And also with the government's visa relaxation, more foreign visitors are expected to come during this Rinjo.
That's a report on the most wonderful Rinjo that is coming. Well, it's actually already here. And here we have information on currency rates from Myanmar Central Bank. $1 is at 1,531 kyats. 1 Chinese renminbi is at 214 kyats. 1 euro is at 1,687 kyats. 1 pound sterling is at 1,873 kyats. 1 Singapore dollar is at 1,111 kyats. 1 Malaysian ringgit is at 365 kyats. 1 Thai baht is at 50 kyats, and the Indian rupee is at 21 kyats. Gold is trading at $1,486. Silver is at $17, and Brent crude oil is at $54. On the Yangon Stock Exchange, FMI is at 11,500. MTSH remains at 3,950. MCB remains at 8,300. FB is at 23,500. TMH is at 2,950. You're with MI Radio's Myanmar Today. You can visit our website at miradio.com.mm and listen to our radio programs live on the website. We're also running on FM 96.1 in Yangon, 96.5 in Mandalay, and 96.7 in Naypyidaw. Or you can simply download MI Radio app on your smart devices so you can listen to our radio programs on the go. Well, we have more reports for you, so let's check out the next one. MI Radio went to interview experts at the Construction, Power, Mining and Renewable Energy exhibition on an in-depth insights on the industrial sector and mining sector. The expo was convened at the Myanmar Expo Hall in Yangon. Agacho has more.
With the relaxation and support from the government, the industrial sector has seen a growth year on year. Experts comment that, despite being an agricultural country, the industrial sector's contribution makes up the significant amount of the country's GDP. The increasing quality of the industrial equipment and machineries are a contributing factor to the growth. For more in-depth insights on the industrial sector and the mining sector, MI Radio went to interview experts at the Construction, Power, Mining, a renewable energy exhibition. The expo was convened at the Myanmar Expo Hall in Yangon. U Win Nai, Vice President of Myanmar Industries Association, told MI Radio.
The industrial sector is developing as our country. Myanmar's businesses are becoming transparent. Industries that need human resources such as garment factories, mining, power, and engineering industry will develop together as one industry. Nowadays, the country's GDP grows due to the government support for the industrial sector. Although Myanmar is an agricultural country, Myanmar can only sell raw materials. Previously, the cost of establishing a company are high, but now it has been lower. The most challenging problem for the industry is the need of power supply. Although the country is trying to get enough electrical power, it is not enough for industries due to climate change and other conditions.
Construction, Power and Mining Myanmar is the 3-in-1 industry event for building and construction, electric power and renewable energy, and mining and minerals recovery. It is claimed as the largest industry event of its kind. U Aung Mien, President of Federation of Myanmar Engineering Societies, said,
As an engineer's point of view, technologies in Myanmar have advanced and it would be better if they were transferred. This is very first exhibition that includes mining process, so I'm glad to see the mining industry for the first time here. We will need more advanced technologies for mining engineering here. For example, in northern Myanmar, the jade mining processes are running without the mining experts, so we will need more specialized professionals in mining sites. Moreover, mining engineers should manage systematically for safety with advanced technologies. First of all, we will have to prioritize the safety of the workers in mining sites and to prescribe the laws for that. Whatever the mining process is, the mining engineers should also prioritize the environmental protection. That's why we will need more advanced technologies in mining engineering field.
It is claimed as the largest industry event of its kind in Myanmar, serving as the platform to connect to the country's rapidly expanding infrastructure industries. Mr. Amgandi, Group Managing Director of ASEAN Business, gave comments on the importance of the exhibition.
Because as individual countries in ASEAN, whether it is Myanmar or Singapore or Thailand, actually the economies are very small if you compare with our giant neighbors, China and India. And the only way for the countries in this region to be able to thrive and develop is to become one economy. And for that reason, I'm sure the founding fathers of the ASEAN more than 60 years ago. They had a vision, and it is happening now. And we hope through our exhibitions we can do this network. For example, we have construction mining exhibition here. We also organize a similar exhibition in Indonesia, in Vietnam.
Construction, power, and mining Myanmar delivers quality and quantity trade buyers, the greatest number and selection of international suppliers, and the best showcase of the latest technology and innovations. The exhibition ran from 9th till 11th of October. The expo brought together products from 6 countries, including China, Korea, Myanmar, Singapore, and Thailand. About 100 exhibitors participate in the expo, expanding network and seeking the potential client. This is Agajo reporting for Myanmar International Radio.
That's a report on mining and industry sectors. Well, here's the last report on Yejaw's The Rinjut Festival. With the celebration of the Rinjut all over Myanmar, one of the famous Rinjut celebrations in Yangon, Yejaw The Rinjut celebration also started from Friday night. Even though the celebration was meant to attract several visitors on its first day, there was a torrential rain which kept on pouring for hours on Friday night, and it somehow affected the celebration. Williamson has more.
As the Rinjut celebration was kicked off on the night of 11th of October, the lantern and decoration were seen in almost every corner of Yangon. There are several spots where the festival is being celebrated, and the celebration, which is widely known as Yejaw Festival, is one of the famous places among the people. Right at the entrance, the visitors are greeted by giant signboard of the Rinjut celebration, and right from the entrance, one can see a variety of festive items in the form of food, playground, and Ferris wheel, and kid-friendly spot. But this place of celebration is not just about enjoying the festival. This is also the place where the people are given tips and information on healthcare and their well-being. One of the best things about Yejaw's The Rinjut celebration is almost everything one can imagine can be found in this festival. With the glittering lights everywhere and the crowd, perhaps this is one of the best places to celebrate the Rinjut festival, as this is one of the well-known spots in Yangon, and it is also a must to visit during this festival. Speaking to MI Radio on what is so special about the Rinjut and the uniqueness of the festival, Go Tudaang, a visitor at Yejaw, said,
The
Rinjut is uniquely different festival for me than the other festivals because the month of October is also my birth month, and this is the month when we can ask forgiveness from our parents for all the wrongdoings and mistakes we have committed against them. And fortunately, though it is rainy on the first day itself, right in the time we are supposed to enjoy the festival, but still the rain could not keep our festive spirit, as we cannot simply resist the celebration around us. So I'm still happy about the celebration today. I was waiting so long to come here and celebrate the festival. We came here without much of expectation, but I was a little bit discouraged to see the rain kept on pouring for hours and hours. I just want to enjoy the festival, but the rain just spoiled it.
Speaking on the differences he found about Yejaw celebration than other places, he also explains.
What I find different about this year's celebration is we find more of games to play, but it is already unique enough as this is one of the crowded spots in Yangon.
While the public are enjoying the festival, the police have to make sure that the celebration is done safe and sound. And speaking to MI Radio, Uwana Win, inspector officers for Pazunong Township, said,
When it comes to the security of the visitors, we, in collaboration with community body, especially for Buzunang Township. Make sure that the visitors have a good time in the festival without any security concern.
Speaking on what are some of the common things which used to happen during the festival, Uwanawan also explains.
I've been serving for 3 years in this township, but we haven't experienced any big issue during the Ringgit festival regarding the security. But one of the common issues is drunkards. But we can somehow take control of this issue on time.
As I mentioned before, the festival at Yejaw is not about the celebration of Trinjot alone, but this is also the place where medical team voluntarily share their healthcare knowledge and other medical items to the visitors for the good of the public. Speaking to my radio, Dr. Zim Miminla, the head of medical department for Bodrong Township, said,
In order to
prevent STDs, sexually transmitted diseases, we need to spread the awareness to the public and make them to understand why we must use condoms during intercourse, as HIV is one of the prevalent diseases in our nation, but we can prevent ourselves from STDs. Yejaw celebration might be one of the suitable occasions to carry out awareness program. This is the reason why we are here with the team.
This is Williamson reporting for MI Radio.
That's all the reports we have for today. Next, we look into some international news here on Myanmar Today. Microplastics are found everywhere on Earth, yet we know surprisingly little about what risks they pose to living things. Scientists are now racing to investigate some of the big unanswered questions. Daniela Hodgson is digging a hole in the sand on a windswept beach as seabirds wheel overhead. She opens her hand to reveal a wriggling lugworm. Plucked from its underground burrow, this humble creature is not unlike the proverbial canary in a coal mine. A sentinel for plastic, the worm will ingest any particles of plastic it comes across while swallowing sand, which can then pass up the food chain to birds and fish. Microplastics are generally referred to as plastic smaller than 5 millimeters or about the size of a sesame seed. There are many unanswered questions about the impact of these tiny bits of plastic, which come from larger plastic debris, cosmetics, and clothes. What's not in dispute is just how far microplastics have traveled around the planet in a matter of decades. In other news, Facebook's Libra cryptocurrency must not go ahead until the company proves it is safe and secure, according to a report by the world's biggest economies. In a blow to the social media giant, the report by the G7 group of nations warns cryptocurrencies like Libra pose a risk to the global financial system. The draft report outlines 9 major risks posed by such digital currencies. It warns that even if Libra's backers address concerns, the project may not get approval from regulators. The warning comes just days after payments giants MasterCard and Visa pulled out of the Libra project, citing regulatory uncertainty. You're with MI Radio's Myanmar Today from me and the team. That's it for now. Thanks for joining me. Have a great day.